camera. All right, so I shared with you some notes. The last time we just kind of checked in and I made you take a break and leave the building because you're having one of those days that we all have. But the time before that, when we checked in, we did the exit ticket thing. And it's funny because I ended up videoing you, and then Jay did the next day, not knowing that that's what we worked on, and you were in the bird, so I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, I was in Bird?
Yeah.
When?
Like, before break.
Oh.
But Jay put in a video of you as an exemplar exit ticket celebration.
Oh yeah, he did. I thought that was like kind of planned.
No. Because that wasn't the video that I took, that was some that he took.
Yeah.
So how has that been impacting your classroom culture?
Well, they're motivated to definitely do better, especially when I'm like showing like what they've done all week. I always compare that. Sometimes I do
How do you do
class
that?
to class. I just Monday, Tuesday, and I just keep that up there for the week. And then Fridays, I go back and I just tell them what they did on, like how they did on Friday. I leave it up there for.
I'm going to have to take a picture of that.
Yeah, I wish it were neater, but I just do that every week.
You can read it. What else do you need?
I would probably, you know how they, when they, it's probably towards the end of the year, but
yeah, it's for next year.
For next year, I think it's a great idea. They really love it.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how they do on the different days too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I compare class to class, and like I compare them from like the previous day. Like, this is what you guys did Monday.
Gosh, SLU's hit or miss, isn't it?
They really are. Today, if you could be in here.
I mean, they have 56% mastery, so I believe it.
I was gonna lose my mind.
But you never lose your temper, and that's what's important.
Yeah, I need to work on just like not even spending time
engaging.
Yes. It's really, like I was sitting asking a question like, why would you kick him? Why would you do that?
Because you're just appalled.
And I really want to know why you were in his face. I don't want to spend too much time, and I told the kids that, but I have at least 2 speeches per class about not being 5th grade, and it's important to get
personal space. Yeah.
Yes, all that. Like, they need to hear that over and over and over again, and even have it modeled to them. You know what? I mean, I do call out those scholars that are like on it, but like they live back to the mastery track. They live for that stuff. And lately, since they've been working in groups and doing that, it's been based on how they work with their groups. And so a lot of it is like, this is how you're working in your groups. This is how you did on Monday. This is how you did. Like UCLA got a 100% one class.
Dang, that's good for UCLA.
Yeah, they did really
that's
good.
Awesome. Have you been using the timer in the group work and in class?
I have. My timer broke ugly. I've been using my phone though, but it broke, like it fell, and it just started acting weird. But I use my phone for the timer.
Okay, and does that help the kids in the group work? What's been the impact? Because I remember a couple weeks ago I said use a timer and use it yourself, but what about when the kids can see it? How's it helped?
So they know, like if I've been showing it up here, they know how much time they have left, and not even call it out as well. Like they like to see it and hear it. And some of them are like, oh snap, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get. It just kind of helps them to stay on track and focused, and pace themselves accordingly.
I think it's important that you said they like to see it and hear it, because oftentimes we think about our own learning styles and do things only in that way. Like for me, I like to see it, but some people, unless they hear it, it doesn't click.
That's true. So I do both.
Like a Frederick, like he has to for real hear it. If he doesn't hear it, it really doesn't click.
Yeah. So I definitely like that. I think they like it too. Groups have been hit and miss. A lot of things that I do with groups is like rewarding groups per class. So
I think that we can nail some stuff from the start of class too, so that's what I want to dive into today. I'm going to do a little bit of modeling, just a slight modification to what you already do at the door, and I think that's going to set the tone. And then we're going to look at the video I took last week, and I think that's going to set the tone.
Okay.
Because what I saw last week is they came in and they were sitting in their groups, and you had to like reset them. So I think if we can nail down that like you don't work in your groups yet, you just sit in your silent, that will help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
all right, so I'm going to model, and again, this is just some slight modifications to what you're already doing. Okay. So maybe what I want you to pay attention to is what's different about what I'm doing than what you usually do.
Okay.
Because again, you do a lot of this, so pay attention to the differences. One thing when I was live coaching you in the hallway, I said, do I go ame?
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay to do sometimes. You're not going to be like, I'll go. But if you're like, I'll go, ame, that's just a way to get the class back together.
Yeah.
Every day, having a different day. So, I can stand here so you can hear it, but I would be in the hallway and I'd say, scholars, we're going to come in at level 0. Start over. Scholars, all of this is at a level 0. You're going to grab your packet and go to your seat and start working. We don't start with our groups until I tell you. All at a level 0. Also, I'm going to pause the line 2 times to make sure that the students in the room are settled before we move in. When I pause you, I want you to stop and wait at level 0. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students. Pause, please. Thanks for level 0. Corday, thank you for being at a level 0. Antonia, thank you for already working and setting the tone for people coming in the room. Jolea, level 0. Thank you. Great, let's keep going. 5, 6, 7 or something. Right, pause for me. Thanks. Thank you for level 0. Oh, Corday, you gotta stay at level 0. That's 1. Thank you. I love how all of us are working at a level 0, so people are gonna come in and see that. Thank you. And then let the rest go in. Joey's still working at a level 0. Corday's still working at a level 0. You always know my favorite kids because I repeat the same names. Great, thank you. And I don't say anything because they're working. Right? That's the time when you can kind of like get stuff done, circulate a little bit. But once they're all working, maybe put your timer up, stuff like that.
Okay.
So what did you notice I did that was different?
You gave them what to do directions in the hall, which is great, especially for classes like UCLA and LSU.
Because a lot of our kids with IEPs do need like repeated directions.
So I like that. I like the giving them all at a level 0, and I really love the you're not working with your groups until I say so, which I totally add in there. Also, like, you kind of did something like what I do. Sometimes I don't even waste time calling them back because they're already so focused.
You don't need to.
So just give them the time that they have, and post it, and then I do a whole circle around making sure kids on task, making sure I have everything I need, and it really is a great way to start. It helps me to be focused and calm, and then to just kind of be on it. They already know what to do. So then after that, like for LSU, I would have to call them back because they come in and they're just.
I think if you pause the line though,
Yeah, if I do
what
that.
will be the impact of that?
So pausing the line then helps, and which I do for them, it's because it's so many of them still. The impact of that is like you are making sure like these kids are already in their seats and settled, and then before the next group of kids come in, it just eliminates chaos. I see that. Also, it just helps me to know like what is going on. Standing right there in the middle, like I can do that.
Yeah, I want to build on that. So what did you notice about my body language or my positioning?
Well, you would definitely be like in the hall / in the class.
It's like straddling the threshold. Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. And I've learned to do that as well.
I've noticed that.
It just seems like the right thing to do. Like I would never just.
Why is it the right thing to do though?
Well, because you have a classroom with kids in it that's unsupervised. So.
And kids in the hall.
And in the hall.
Good.
Really, really focused on the kids in the room scare me more than the ones in the hall because they're in a room. In the hall, it's more open space and likely to be other bodies around. But just being able to see both is really good and effective for me to make sure there's not anything off, half
kids in the room too, I think are the most important. I always call them the anchor students. They're the ones who set the tone for
That's
real,
true.
not you. Like if a kid comes in and sees other kids silently working, they're like,
Yeah,
oh.
that is very true.
They really set the tone. That's why I let like 4 kids, 5 kids come in first. Even if you see a kid who you know is not getting the self-control, that's at the beginning of the line, to sit there through the whole like arrival process, and you can say like, hey, like Ramaja, I need you to be a leader in the line, and so can you go back there and be my leader at the end of the line? Because you know, like you can frame it like that, because you know, like if you send her in here first, she's gonna be like, let me comb my hair.
That's true.
You can be strategic about it. So I want to watch. The other question I was going to ask is, so how did I, thinking about those anchor students in the room, how did I keep them on point?
You kept them on point by calling them out, knowing exactly what it was that they were doing right.
And what else? And I also corrected the ones. I did some lightning quick corrections. So I said, Corday, I need you to stay at level 0. That's 1. Thank you for getting back on point.
Right. Yep. So naming it and then lightning the corrections if need be.
So let's watch a video of, I did LSU's entry last week. And I want you to kind of talk through as we're watching, or you can do it at the end, your preference. What are some gaps between, is your computer gonna die? Can I have like a jump, or are you gonna die?
No, I'm not gonna jump.
Okay. Alright, is your computer gonna die? Okay.
Oh no, not mine.
Okay, good. Usually I'm pretty good about getting charged, but I think there's something wrong with my charger. Let me start this over. Get some sound. I love Joey so much. Sorry, they're all hugging me. So what could you be doing right now?
I could be then redirecting or calling out, naming those scholars that are getting to their seats at a level 0 and redirecting. That's great.
Ignore the friendliness.
Yeah.
I mean, that's different. I'm a human distracting human. But like the other kids in the room, you could be
Giving narrating positive scholars that are like getting to it, sitting down, and then redirecting scholars that are off. I do a lot of redirecting with LSU when they're coming in. Not so much narrating the positive, so I want to focus more on that really a lot, and then if I need to redirect.
Got it. That's the question. So you did start to do it, but I think there was already 10 kids. I wrote a note to myself, but I lost it. I think there was at least 10 kids in the room already. And so I do it after 5. Yeah, 4 or 5. Just 4 or 5 solid kids working. Because 10, it's like that's kind of a tipping point of trying to get all 10 on point. You're about to reset them. In their seats at a level 0 tracking this way, this is not what the coaching session's about, but I mean, I would start with next time. Like, in your seats, I need everybody in your seats in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I need everybody at a level 0 tracking me, 3, 2, 1. Because in their seats, level 0, that's a lot for a 5th grader. Doesn't seem like it should be, but it is. Okay, so what are the 2 things what are your 2 action steps for your next entry that you're gonna do differently?
5 kids in at a time, get them settled, narrate positive.
I'm gonna write this down. At entry, 5 kids at a time.
Narrate positive scholars, lightning quick scholars off need to be reset or called back or given what to do directions, give concise directions. So,
I'll put that as like an ongoing thing, always give them concise directions. Or chunked directions, that's what I always say. But for entry, that's what I want to focus on. 5 kids at a time. And what are you going to do? The pause the line, right? So I'm going to put that in there. 5 kids at a time. Pause the line to do so. Jen actually had to tell her kids, like, and I've seen you pause before, but when I pause the line, we need you to wait at level 0. Okay. So I'm going to have you practice it once. Go stand at the threshold and show me your new modifications of pausing the line, letting 5 in, and doing the praise and lightning quick corrections.
LSU, this is all done at a level 0. You're gonna come in, grab your packets, go to your seats. All at a level 0. Pause at level 0.
Good.
Thank you, Cheyenne, for getting seated and starting at level 0. Thank you, Tyrell, for getting seated and starting at level 0. Elisha, I'm going to put your body in your seat, getting started at level 0. Thank you, Elisha.
I'm gonna have you do that correction for Elijah again. That was not necessarily lightning quick. So what are the he was talking and he was out of his seat. So I would say Elijah, that's 1. In your seat, level 0. Make it more concise.
Thank you, Cheyenne, for getting started at level 0. Thank you, Tyrell, for getting started at level 0. Elisha, in your seat, level 0.
That's 1.
That's 1.
Should be 2, but we'll take 1.
That's 1. Thank you, Elisha.
Hey, love. All right, let the rest of the kiddos in.
So is it just the first 5 and then I can let the rest in or just continue to do?
Use your judgment. Pause when you know you need to.
Okay, I should do that.
Yep. And you hear a couple kids talking. Pause at level 0.
I think that we have more time after lunch because unless you uses the first lunch up, so we can start probably about 5-10 minutes.
And you also have like Larry and Raven, and they can support the back of the line too, or something like that. So actually, you did one thing way better than me. You can come sit down. In my rollout speech, I said I talked all about I'm going to pause you, la di da di da. But I think it was really effective actually when you just said pause at level 0, please. That was much more concise than all of the stuff that I had. So again, 5 kids at a time-ish, but use your judgment, and then narrate the positive and lightning quick corrections. I want to come in and video you. I was thinking tomorrow, at the start of, I think it's your 2nd block, I had it on at 8:45. Cornell. So it's kind of a trickier class, but I know we'll be able to see an impact with them, just even, and it'll get you a chance to practice it in your last 2 blocks today also.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that. Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow in Cornell, I'm gonna video you, and you're gonna nail it like you always do. Like with you, when I video things, you nail it.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fun,
that's
because I'm
good.
like, oh, what are we gonna do next? She just did the thing. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do have just a few quick questions
Sure.
for you.
Yeah.
IA schedule,
Uh-huh.
and when we get those.
Paycheck is going to send that to you guys, I believe, today. And it's just got approved. If you actually look, I can show it to you. It's not, I know it hasn't been formally communicated, but since I'm the one who made it with Jay, I can show you. So here's the 5th grade coverage. We had to take Map Cup off the schedule because of our kids with accommodations, but we wanted to keep the other classes intact. And so this is the schedule for 5th grade. And so kiddos are going to have an hour break at the end of the day, which honestly, outside. I'm honestly on testing weeks, they're so, I can also turn this off, we don't need to video this, but honestly, the kids are so wiped